boys and girls. Are you ready to see what's in the story bag today? Let's see. The first story is, oh, it's a big one. Dog's Colorful Day. Dog's Colorful Day, a messy story about colors and counting by Emma Dodd. Once upon a time, there was a dog called Dog. He was white with one black spot on his left ear. At breakfast time, Dog sat under the table. Splat! A dollop of red jam landed on his back. Now Dog had two spots. After breakfast, Dog went to the park. He ran past the man painting the front door. Splish! His tail dipped into the blue paint. Now Dog had three spots. In the park, Dog rolled on the grass. Squash! The grass left a green stain on his white coat. Now Dog had four spots. Dog saw a little boy eating chocolate. Scrummy! The boy gave Dog a chocolatey pat. Now Dog had five spots. A bee buzzed up to see what was going on. Swish! The bee dropped yellow pollen dust as it flew by. Now Dog had six spots. Dog trotted on through the park. Splosh! A drop of pink ice cream landed on his right ear. Now Dog had seven spots. Time to go home. A ball bounced in a puddle. Splash! A blob of gray mud stuck to Dog. Now Dog had eight spots. In front of the gate, Dog trod on a carton of orange juice. Squish! A patch of orange appeared on his leg. Now Dog had nine spots. Dog arrived home. He ran to play with Vicky. Splodge! Purple ink from Vicky's felt pen went on Dog's head. Now Dog had 10 spots. Vicky looked down at Dog. She counted his colorful spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Vicky looked more closely. Dog had a red spot of jam, a blue blob of paint, a green stain of grass, a yellow patch of pollen, a brown smear of chocolate, a pink drop of ice cream, a gray splodge of mud, an orange splash of juice, a purple ink mark, and of course, a black spot on his left ear. You need a bath, Dog. When Dog went to bed, he had one black spot on his left ear. What a colorful day Dog had. The end. All those colors that got all over Dog reminded me of our rainbow experiment that we did. Do you remember the walking rainbow experiment? Let's see how it turned out. Do you remember this experiment? We put red food coloring and blue food coloring and yellow food coloring in jars, and then we left a jar in between each of them, and it just had no food coloring in it. And then we put the paper towel in each jar, and do you see what happened? The colors walked. Not really, but they traveled from one jar to the next. This, it's hard to tell now which one was the red one. I think this was the red one. And I think this was the blue one. And this was the yellow one. And what has happened is the red and the yellow ended up making an orange jar. And the yellow and the blue made a green jar. And the blue and the red made a purple jar. Let's take a closer look. So I'm going to start taking the paper out of the jar so we can see the different colors. Remember we put paper towel? So let's see, we'll take this one out first. And let's look at it. One side is red, and the other end has blue and purple. Put this one here so you can see it. Now this one has green on one end and blue on the other end. And this one almost looks like it's all red, but if we look carefully, I think one end is red and one end is orange, maybe, or maybe one end is purple. It's hard to tell. And this one, oh, this is definitely, has orange on one end and red on the other. So this one must be the purpley color. And this one has orange on one end. And what's that color on the other end? Yellow. And here's the last one. Yellow on one end and green on the other end. Well, that's pretty. I wonder if we can put it in order so that it's the same order as the rainbow. Let's try. So the rainbow song goes, red, orange, yellow, green followed by blue, indigo and violet, that's a rainbow song for you. So let's see, we should start with red. All right, here's red. Red. Here's the orangey one. Orange. This one has yellow. Red, orange, yellow. Green. There's the yellow turning into green. Green followed by blue. Here's the green turning into blue. And this one has indigo and violet. And this is what the water looks like. Now remember, we put food coloring in only 3 of them. The other ones traveled from cup to cup and they made the colors. So this was the red one that we started with. It mixed with the yellow one and it made this orange one. And then the blue one, which is very dark, it's hard to tell that it's blue, mixed with this yellow one and made this pretty green one. And then the red and the blue mixed together and they made this a very dark color. It's hard to tell what color it is, so I thought we could dip this paper, actually it's a wipe, dip that in and we'll see. It's a very dark purple. All right, let's sing the song now that we have them all in order. Red, orange, yellow, green followed by blue, indigo and violet, that's a rainbow song for you. Well, there should be one more book in the story bag today. Let's see what it is. Franklin and the Thunderstorm. Franklin and the Thunderstorm by Paulette Bourgeois and Brenda Clark. Franklin could count by 2s and tie his shoes. He could name the months of the year and all the seasons. He could read the thermometer, and he checked the barometer every day. Franklin worried about the weather because he was afraid of storms. One day, Franklin was supposed to play at Fox's house, but the sky was getting dark and the clouds were thick. Maybe I shouldn't go, Franklin said to his mother. She looked out the window. It probably won't rain until later, she said. You have time to get to Fox's. Franklin put on his boots and took the umbrella. As Franklin hurried to Fox's house, he kept looking at the sky. The clouds moved quickly, and wind swirled dirt in the air. Franklin felt all jumpy inside. Fox was playing outside when Franklin arrived. Franklin pointed nervously at the sky. I think we should go inside, don't you? He asked. Not yet, Fox grinned. I love watching the clouds move and feeling the wind blow. It's exciting. I think it's scary, said Franklin. Beaver, Snail, and Hawk came over to play too. My fur feels funny when it's about to storm, said Fox. My feathers get all ruffled, said Hawk. Beaver sniffed. I can smell a storm's coming. The wind became stronger. Hawk flew loop-the-loops. Whee! He cried. Franklin held on to his hat and shivered. It was almost as dark as night when big, fat raindrops began to fall. We should go in, shouted Franklin. No, said Fox. Follow me. They raced to the treehouse where it was dry. Fox, called his mother, time for everyone to come in. It's all right, Fox shouted back. We're in the tree. Fox's mother was there in a second. It's dangerous to be near a tree during a storm, she said. Lightning strikes tall things first, and you might get hurt. Franklin held on to Fox's mother all the way from the tree to the house. They were barely in the door when there was a flash of zigzag light. Lightning! Shrieked Franklin. He trembled. Kaboom! Thunder! He screamed. It's okay, Franklin, said his friends. We're safe here. But Franklin had crawled deep inside his shell. Fox's mother brought treats. Still, Franklin wouldn't come out. Franklin's friends begged him to play, but Franklin stayed put. Then, with a flash and a crash, the lights went out. Don't worry, said Fox's mother. She lit candles and turned on a flashlight. Won't you come out now? She asked Franklin. No, thank you, he mumbled. Don't be afraid, said Hawk. All that noise is just cloud giants playing drums in the sky. Franklin peeked out. Really? He asked. No, it is not, giggled Snail. That noise is made when the giants go bowling. Franklin came out of his shell. But what about the lightning? That's easy, said Hawk. The cloud giants are turning their lights on and off. Fox smiled. I think it's the giants swinging from their chandeliers. Franklin laughed. Giants? That's ridiculous, said Beaver. Mr. Owl says lightning is a big spark of electricity that travels from the sky to the ground. The spark is so hot that it makes the air around it pop. That's the sound of thunder. Amazing, said Franklin. Franklin felt a little better. He even played flashlight tag with his friends. Soon, there was hardly any lightning. The thunder was a low rumble from far away, and the rain stopped. Then the lights went on. Storm's over, said Fox. Let's go outside and play. Look, said Franklin, a rainbow. I know why the storm is over, Franklin said. Those giants heard there's a pot of gold at the end of every rainbow, and they've gone to find it. Even Beaver had to smile. The end. My favorite part of that story was the beautiful rainbow at the end. Well, that's all for today, boys and girls. Do you remember what we did? We read Dog's Colorful Day. And then we looked at our walking rainbow experiment. And then we finished by reading Franklin and the Thunderstorm. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.